Hello people of the internet, my name, as you may know by now, is Radioactive Cheese, and today I am trying to do things a little more different. As you might be able to tell because you'll be listening to my voice as I go through today's build, instead of listening to music and watching me build away. I've been meaning to try this for quite some time now, but I've never gotten around to doing it up until now. Some feedback on this change would be highly appreciated, and I do apologise if I start from time to time because my anxiety gets to me a little bit. So yeah, I apologise for that. But anywho, time to get on with the video and the build for today. And that will be my MOC. So Nikkit of Aminoia. 1 second. Oh fuck. I mean, balls, you didn't hear that. Right. I made this build in the summer of 2020, out of the sheerest boredom known to mankind. My original intent was to build a Japanese style of mecha for the Nephilim mold from the Fantastic Beast line of Lego. But then I had a eureka moment of turning it into some kind of British knight because I just thought it would suit it a bit more, considering Niffler's origins as well as the theme in Fantastic Beasts of being set solely around a British character. Well, one of them at least. I think that he would be a knight who helps around the kingdoms with smaller villages, and their smaller problems like keeping them safe from raiders and such. As Niffler species would live closer to forests and plains that would be close to these smaller villages. Although from time to time, he likes to go into dungeons and raid them for their precious gold that Niffler seems to love so much. Now that that's all out of the way, I'd say it's about time we get around to building this MOC. These are all the parts you're going to need for the build. And just to clarify, those 6 studs down in the bottom right corner, they are all studs with holes in them. So, yeah, you know what to do there. Alright, let's start with the lower portion of the body and work our way up from there. For the boot, or calf area of the build, you're going to need these 4 pieces. 2 1x1 plates, a 1x1 plate with a handle on it, and 1 cheese slope. So, I'm going to take this. Put it here. This little guy goes here, and then the cheese slope goes at the front, forming the kind of toe boot area. Of course, you're going to want to make 2 of these for both limbs, unless you want a one-legged knight. Your choice, really. Next up, we're going to work on a thigh, and you're going to want to need these pieces to build that specific area. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach this 1x1 up-facing clip onto this. What's it called again? I can't remember what it's called. You're going to want to use one of these robot claws, just slot into this part here. Should fit perfectly well. I'm going to take this 1x1 vertical clip, place it onto this part here, and then the tooth part you're going to want to place here facing upwards. Again, you're going to want to make 2 of these for the 2 separate legs. These are the parts you're going to have to need for the shoulder section of the build. Let's start off with the actual shoulder pauldron itself. First you're going to want this 1x2 plate and put these 1x1 modified pyramid pieces on it. Oh shit, my bad, the camera's kind of... there we go. And now to work on the actual arm section itself, we're going to want to place a stud on the back of this, well, on top of the strap even. I'm going to take a hanger, place the hanger on there. This is actually a stud with a hole in it, so slide you onto there. Place this little clip there. You're going to want to place it in this little bar piece here. Best way I can describe it. And of course, you're going to want to make 2 of these, just like the previous bunch. Now we've finally reached the forearm area of the build, and we're going to need the pieces which are on camera. What you want to do is place this clip onto the headlight brick. I think that's what it's called. This is a ski piece built for, well, you know, skiing. I'm going to place that there, just at the bottom of the brick. Place this hollow stud, which I like to call them, into here. And then we're going to want to put this tap into that area of the build there. And, like before, we're going to need 2. This section of the build is probably the easiest. This is at the waist. We're just going to want to place a stud on top of this 1x1 modified tile here, or plate even, and place these 2 taps into either side of this. Well, this little gap area here. And that's the waist. And now we're going to work on the lower part of the torso. So first things first, let's get this out of the way. We're going to place this grill piece onto this 1x2 modified piece built for ladders. Place this clip in the middle section of that. Just put you down over the side here for now. We're going to then take this binocular piece and place a revolver in either one of these little socket areas. Here and here. Make sure it bends back a little bit. We're going to then take these minifigure hands and place them onto either end of the revolver. Just like that. See? Place you down over here for now. Then we're going to take these iron bar pieces and put them onto either side of this. Just like that. Let me just sort out the focus quickly. We're going to place this in by the bar section of the 1x2 ladder piece. And we're going to place this just here. This is actually where the niffler is going to be sat. And that's that part done. And now we're on the last part of the build. Well, for building all of the little bits, that is. And that would be the like upper body and shoulder section, I guess. So what we're going to do is take this part, place a stud on either side. Then we're going to place one of these 1x1 with vertical clips on top of those studs. And on top of that, we're going to place these clip parts. Just like that. If you're going to use a helmet with one of these, kind of like, you know, these parts, then you're gonna want to use one of the Kilo helmets as it fits snugly onto here. Just like that. You could of course use any figurehead you want, but this is just what I'm doing for now. And that is that little part done. Now, if you've been following the video up until this point, you should have a bunch of little bits and pieces that look kind of like this. Alright? Now, let's start with the actual torso itself, so we have something to put the pieces on. With these two clips, you're going to want to place them onto this ladder piece here, which I mentioned earlier. Just like that. Here, a little clip, that's good. And this part is going to go into this anti-stud area here. And that's the torso just done, sitting there for a little bit. The legs, of course, well, you should be able to figure this out if you have enough brain cells. Just like that. And that. We can clip those onto these tabs here. There we go. One. And, oop, fell off. Two. Right, that should be him stood up. And here's the shoulder and arm section here. Bearing in mind these are connected to the clip part, so they might not fit on super well, but it has to do for the build. We're going to want to clip the shoulders onto this part here. Just like that. Sorry for the camera quality, by the way, I'm recording this off my phone. I know it's bollocks. And here's the other arm here. And there we have it. Let me just get this into a better shot. So yeah, here's the suit itself. I'd say I did a pretty good job. Well, at least I'd like to say so. Because, well, building MOCs isn't exactly the easiest thing on planet Earth, but then again, not a lot of things are. If you want to get your niffler in here, what you want to do is just bend the back a little bit and lift that head up. Take your niffler and, well, you might also want to take this part off first as well. And just sit him down in here. Just sitting there quite snugly. Place this binocular piece back on. Push him forwards. There we go. And there you have it. He's just sit there snugly in his little mech. And should be able to defend whatever you want. Right, I know you hear this quite a lot, but I'd really appreciate it if you like, subscribe and shared this video, because, well, here, subscribe to this video, well, subscribe to the channel even. I know you just get a lot from other channels and all, but it would mean a great deal to me. It honestly made me feel like I should put a lot more effort into this kind of thing, and, well, it would motivate me a lot more to create more content just like this, but yeah. If you enjoyed the video, well, if you even just sat around long enough to watch this part of the video, I thank you so much. And, well, I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!